We got the official images of 2 new LEGO Star Wars sets. Hey guys, so yesterday I made a video on how we know that the Mandalorian Season 3 sets will be revealed at a later time this week, and then today we of course actually got the official images, so these 2 sets are now on LEGO.com. One is available for pre-order, but the other is not. It's kind of weird. We'll get into that, but these 2 sets here are pretty cool, I think, overall. Some people don't like them, some people think overpriced is a word that's thrown around a lot, but we'll get into that. So we'll look at is set 75363, the Mandalorian's M1 Starfighter Microfighter with 88 pieces, retailing for $15.99. A weird price. It used to be $14.99 and now they're $15.99, so $16 here. And this is coming out August 1st, so that's in a long time. This one is actually the one available for pre-order for some reason, even though the other set's coming out in May. This is the one they chose to put on pre-order. You can see here that we actually get 2 figures in the set, the first one being the Mandalorian himself, which the figure looks amazing. This is an updated Mando figure. You can see there that the helmet print is the one from the UCS Razor Crest on that lighter Beskar color, and you can confirm when looking at other images that there is the Pedro Pascal face underneath. So yeah, this is like the best Mandalorian minifigure we've ever gotten, apart from I guess maybe the one in the Razor Crest is tied because that's just a different variant, but this one I think is the ultimate Mando fig. And you can't have Mando without Grogu, or at least you shouldn't, but of course that happens in some sets, like maybe the Razor Crest Microfighter, but that one makes a bit more sense here. Here they kind of needed to include the Grogu. Yeah, this is the cheapest set Grogu's ever come in, as well as Mando himself. Both of these in one set for so cheap is great. Whether that's $16 or not, it's definitely not worth it, but still it's great to be getting those 2 figures in a small set here. And I mean, yeah, it's a decent set at that. The build, it's a Microfighter, it looks a bit weird, but it's fine. You're really going to be paying for the figures and not the build. Then there's the other set which got revealed, set 75346, the Pirate Snubfighter with 285 pieces, retailing for $35 US, coming out May 1st, so a lot earlier on this one. And the set is of course based on the first episode of The Mandalorian. I'd say spoilers, but not really, it was all in trailers. So yeah, this one is an interesting build. It's a kind of Star Wars-y ship, obviously, and it does have lots of classic Star Wars details, and I do like the ship here, but it's just a small, kind of generic Star Wars ship. A lot of people have been calling this one overpriced, but I think it's the kind of thing where it's just that it's $35 and not $30. If this was $30, I think everyone would be kind of fine with it. I'm fine with it, the piece count's fine, but it's just kind of a thing we have to accept now that those $30 sets are $35. The figures is, I think, where the set is let down. It's not that they're bad figures, it's just that they're not really interesting characters, I guess. Especially the fact that there are only 2 in this set. We have the Pirate Snubfighter pilot himself, as well as the Pirate Vane, who we actually met in the first episode. And yeah, I think Vane is actually a very accurate figure, and it's great. I think the pilot itself is a cool minifigure. It's a very unique take on a classic Star Wars pilot, and that helmet is actually in pearl gold, which is pretty interesting. I think that looks cool, and I mean it's definitely very unique at that. And you can even see there, though you think at first glance the face prints might be the same, they are actually different. Vane's one has an extra horn or spike thing on its chin, as well as you can even see the eyebrow kind of area is different, and even there's a bit of eyeshadow in a different color. I'm standing by the take though that I think this set needed a 3rd minifigure, specifically Grief Karga in that new outfit. It's like he's the hero character of the set, because now there's no hero character, and sure they couldn't fit in the ship, but you can only fit one of these figures in anyways, so might as well throw in a 3rd one. You could even include an Anzellan mold. I know that's a lot to ask for, but getting a Babu Frig in LEGO would be really cool. That's the dream there, but again, I don't think that would happen realistically. As you can see, the Vane does not have a weapon, but in other pictures he is shown to have a sword, which is pretty interesting. We haven't seen that in the first episode, so maybe he'll be back in the later episode and have a sword, which is pretty cool, but it's just interesting seeing swords in LEGO Star Wars sets because that is quite rare. But again, interesting. So you can see there a crate of thermal detonators. That is because in the back of the ship you can pull a part off, and there is actually space in there for a little bit of storage. That's always nice in sets. Again, not too much storage, but it's still pretty cool to have. Overall, I don't think this set's bad. I think it's actually pretty cool, honestly, for a $35 set. It's just a cool little small spaceship that kind of reminds me of a lot of different things and nothing in particular. So yeah, I do actually like this set overall, but I'm just not gonna get it, and I can accept that by now. I know that I'm definitely not getting the set, and I think a lot of people have that same opinion here, It's just that there's no draw card, there's no interesting third figure. There are 2 exclusive figures, but none of them are really interesting, and it's kind of a shame, because, I mean, I would like an interesting figure, and then maybe I'd probably enjoy the set in person, but as for now, I'm just not going to get it. There are cooler sets I prefer. This one is just going to be going on the wayside. But that's it for the 2 officially revealed Mandalorian Season 3 sets. Now, there are still 2 rumored Mandalorian Season 3 sets we haven't seen yet. Check out yesterday's video if you want to hear lots of details on those, but those are the Mandalorian Gauntlet Fighter versus the TIE Interceptor, and then an unknown set there. So I think overall these sets, they're fine. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to actually be getting either of them. Maybe the Microfighter for that figure, but if that figure is included in another set, of course I'm just going to get the other set if it is more interesting. So I'm even disappointed with these ones. They're kind of what I was expecting. These are, to me, they were always going to be the least interesting of the 4 sets, but I am still interested in seeing these and seeing them in more detail. But please let me know your thoughts down below, because I am interested in hearing them, especially for these sets here. However, yeah, that'll be all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to like and subscribe. That'll be all, folks. Goodbye.